Today we are going to discuss network topologies. We've discussed in the past about the advantages of networks, like sharing of resources. It's very cheap, and we can save a lot of money by using networks. We can share information, we can share resources, we can share hardware. That can be done, and a lot of money is saved. And there's, for upgradation also, there's less amount is spent on upgradation as well. But we need to arrange these computers in a room or in a laboratory. How do we arrange these computers? That's called topology. So, what are network topologies? Let's see. A network topology is the layout of how a network communicates with different devices. Okay, and there are a couple of different categories of topologies. We have many types, and there are wired and wireless topologies as well. So now we are going to discuss the very common used, topology, that's wired topology. And out of wired topology, we have the first one is star. So in star topology, what happens is in star topology, what's happening is this is a central server, and these computers are connected to the central server, and all these computers are communicating with each other through this central server. But the problem in this is if the server goes down, then no computer will be able to communicate with each other. And if this cable goes down, this computer will be isolated from the network, and this computer cannot communicate, it cannot send or cannot receive signals from any other device. Okay, and this is a single point of contact for all. Okay, that's the server in the middle, and it must have highest configuration so that it can support data traffic from all these computers. Okay, and then the next one would be ring topology. In ring topology is pretty old. In that topology, we used to connect a cable between the computers in a ring fashion. Okay, but it also had a disadvantage. One advantage was in the unidirectional data, and it could go bidirectional as well. But the problem is if the cable is cut in between, then there's a problem. The device, this device, if it communicates with this device, it takes fractions of seconds to pass the information from one device to the other. But if the cable is cut down in the middle, it goes the other way. That takes a long time to go. Okay, and if the cable is cut in between two places, then that device would be isolated, and the complete network would be broken down. Okay, that would go off. See, if the cable breaks down, these computers would not be able to communicate. Now it has to go back from this side, okay, and there will be a collision of data. And the next one is bus topology. It was commonly used. See, it's connected. All these computers are connected to a backbone wire. Okay, that's actually a coaxial cable connected with the BNC connectors, and all these computers are connected to each other through that backbone. Okay? And there are terminators at the ends. If terminators are not there, then the signal would that would backfire, and there would be a disruption in the network. That's how it works. See, data is sent from this place, it reaches here, 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 but it is sent along with the address of the computer, so only that computer would be able to receive the data, but it would be smelled by all. Okay? So it's more prone to errors, and there's a lot of collision detection as well. Collision, there's no room for correction of collision. This is the easiest way to connect computers on a backbone cable, and we connect them with a T connector, or we call it as a BNC connector, a T-type connector also. And there are terminators. If terminator is not there, see, the signal would backfire, and there will be a disruption in the network. So we need terminators at the end of this. And then we have mesh topology. In mesh topology, computers are connected to each other via different wires, so that if one breaks down, there are other modes of communication. So there are two, three ways of communicating with each other. See, every computer is connected to the other one with the help of three wires. See, one is connected here, one here, one here. So it can directly connect. It can directly send signals from this computer to any other computer directly. It has a route. The shortest possible way would be this. Okay. So if this breaks down, it still has two ways. It can send from this place, and if this breaks down, it can send to this, and the data would be received here. Okay, so that's how it works. This is called mesh topology. There are multiple routes, multiple cables connected with each other to design a network. Okay, see, and this is the common example of mesh is internet. See, if one is in India, one is in California, and there are multiple routers connected to different countries, and then the packets are received here in the United States. Okay, So if one breaks down, there are other routes to go. And internet is also called the network of networks. See, if this bridge or if this router goes down, still we have the other ways. Okay, so this is the one path, this is the other path. That's how it goes. Okay, so now see, infrastructure topology. That's how we call it as a client server architecture as well. This is a server connected, okay, to a switch, and then switch is connected here and here. These are dumb terminals. They receive the operating system from this server via this switch, and then they are connected to the nodes. Okay, that's how it works. And there's a router as well, which generates Wi-Fi signals, so we can connect one more laptop or any other computer that can also be connected to this router, and then our PDA device can be connected to this router, and then this router is connected through a wire to the switch, so it can also access this network. And if there's any network drive here which is commonly shared, that can be accessed by these computers as well as these computers. So these computers can also share information with these computers, partially with a Wi-Fi connection and partially with a wired connection, if this computer needs to send a signal. Okay, and there's one more topology. We call it as ad hoc topology. What is ad hoc topology? See, we have these computer, we have a PDA, we have a mobile phone, we have a printer, and all these four devices are wireless devices. Okay, they can communicate with each other partially. So see, if this needs to print here, it creates a hotspot. Printer has a hotspot inside, so it connects to that hotspot and gives a printout command. Okay, gets connected. If we put on the hotspot on here on this mobile computer, the laptop can get directly connected to this computer. Okay, if we turn hotspot here, the laptop can get connected to the hotspot here, and it can use the resources of these computers. Such type of topology which works on Wi-Fi connections, hotspot connections, we commonly use these connections to share, pictures, videos, everything. And we do it in homes when we have to connect to mobile phones. That kind of topology is called ad hoc topology. Now we have wireless mesh topology. What is wireless mesh topology? See, we have a server which is connected to the switch. Okay, the server is connected to the switch via wired connection. Okay, and then switch can be connected to the router, and that router, see, these are the routers. Okay, they are four routers are in four different rooms. Now what happens is when this server is connected via switch to this router, these are repeaters. They receive Wi-Fi signals. Okay, this is a modem, this is a switch, and then see, this modem is connected to the switch through a wired connection to this switch, to this switch, and to this. Okay, one switch is connected with all four routers. Got it? And these four routers are generating Wi-Fi signals in their rooms. So all the devices which are connected in these rooms are actually getting data from this switch or from this modem, but that's getting that through Wi-Fi signals. And one mode would be the repeater mode. That would be there's only a wired connection to this router, and from this router we have this repeater. They receive these signals from here, okay, and then generate its own Wi-Fi signals. So the laptop gets connected to this, and this wirelessly gets connected to this, and this has a wired internet connection to the modem. Okay, so that's how the transfer of data will happen. Laptop receives data from this router, router receives from this router receives from this. Router has, most of the routers these days which come to the market come with both functionalities that can be, are used as an access point and as a repeater or a station mode. Okay, we use it as a station mode also, or a repeater also. It regenerates your Wi-Fi signals, gives a strong signal to your devices which are connected. Okay, got it? So this type of topology is called wireless mesh topology. Thank you.